What's going on? This is My Life in the Shot. I'm your host, Donald Washington. Now, today is a very important election day here in Illinois. We got the T.O. Hardeman running for governor. But we also got J.B. Pritzker, and we got Jedidiah Brown, who is an activist. I respect that brother tremendously. This is My Life in the Shot.
I'm going to Alderman, one of the black Alderman Pat Dow.
Let me get to what I'm about to say. Here it is. We got the choice and the chance to change our situation. We got T.O. Hardeman running for governor, who's from the community, who was born in the community, who's going to do for the community. You think you're going to see these billionaires again after they elected? For 50, 60 years that we could vote, we've been voting the wrong way. We've been voting for these billionaires that promise us the world, don't give us nothing, no jobs in our community. Close down our schools. We got a chance to do something about it. What do? Still voting for billionaires. We so far gone. We so easily fooled. What's going on, y'all? I'm going to bring y'all, Jedidiah Brown is going to approach J.B. Pritzker. I got much respect.
Good morning. It's nice to meet you too. Thank you. Thank you.
Take a knee. You want to sit outside? I'm taking a knee on JB. JB ain't with us, y'all. Shake his hand. Vote for somebody else.
This is the only time you're going to see J.B. Pritzker. This man is never going to take your calls if he get elected.
Hey, run right fast. He ain't for us. He ain't for us. She ain't for us either.
Good morning. How you
I ain't got nothing to say about Julia. She knew.
Good morning.
Then they go get an African-American running mate. Oh, see? To get your vote. She's not going to be able to do anything in office. What's going on? We got something, we complain, we jump online and complain, cry about our situation. Then talk about we need welfare. When we gave Marvel $1 billion in 3 weeks, and then we say we need welfare. We could change our situation literally in one day. We got T.O. Hardeman running for governor who lives in the community, from the community, that could change our situation today. What will we do? Vote for a billionaire outside our community that could care less about our community. And what do we do?
She ain't for us right here, and he ain't for us. I'm a fair man. You said, oh, your goodness. It's for your good.
make sure we
Oh, say, can you see? I love this free America. What's up, black man? Hey, he ain't for us, bro. Him, JB, trying to be the governor. He ain't for us. No, he ain't. If he was for us, he would pay his fair share of taxes. He would have hired some young people for his campaign.
Yeah, Juliana Stratton. She does.
Look at him come to our community. You'll never see this man another day in your life.
Why your campaign on that? Why y'all?
Good morning, everybody.
Why y'all don't do basic stuff, man?
Good morning. How you doing, JB? I'm running.
He don't want to talk to me. He don't like me no more.
Good morning. Juliana Stratton, my running mate.
Try to get the black vote by hiring a black running mate.
Take a knee on him.
What's that? Where am I from? Chicago.
Ask him what part.
See you.
Park.
Good morning. Lincoln Park area. Nice to see you.
Ask him why he take a toilet out of his house to get a tax break. You good, bro?
Good morning. How are you doing?
What about the
I'm J.B. Pritzker. I'm running for governor.
Yes, I know.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, good to meet you.
the Dakota Access Pipeline? Why you invest in that, man?
Good morning. How are you this morning?
How
Nice
you do
to
that?
see you. I'm JB. I'm running for governor.
Why you invest in the Dakota Oh, what's up, brother? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, yeah. All right, I'll call you. Hey, vote, bro. But don't vote for JB. Don't vote for him.
Good morning.
As soon as he get in office, they invested prisons, the billionaires, they got their tax breaks. No jobs are going to come to the black community, but yet here it is, we throw away our...
He ain't for us.
Governor, nice to see you.
He's not for the people.
Thank you very much.
He was calling an FBI tap, calling about, oh,
The white people, they'll vote for him.
We just need an African-American quota.
See you.
JB ain't for us.
How you doing? Good morning, sir. JB Pritzker.
Good morning.
Shake his hand, vote somebody else.
Good morning. How you doing? What's your name?
He's not good. He's not for us. He a billionaire. He a billionaire. He spent $96 million on running and ain't really hired no young black folks. But he out here shaking hands. Nah, we don't want no handshake. Y'all deserve a quality of life change. 50 years, there has been no advancement in our community, in housing, incarceration, or employment. And he out here shaking hands, whole billionaire, trying to be the governor, and he barely invested. What you invested in the South and the West Side? Huh? Huh, JB?
Good morning. It's okay. I've been doing it, my friend. Thank you.
All right, well, prove me wrong. How you been doing it? So you can fact check you.
Try to call the governor's office when he get
Hey,
elected.
work it.
Yeah, you know.
See if he come out there and shake your hand.
Come on,
Good morning.
JB. Come on, man. You know I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I wouldn't even be out here if I knew.
Get out to vote this morning.
Huh? Yeah, all right. You keep it up.
I want to
When he get a job, I'll leave him on.
Give him a job right now. I'm gonna walk away.
Good morning. How are you? Hope you can get out and vote for us. Thank you very much.
How many of y'all young black people in here ain't got no job? She don't got no job. Y'all hire them, I'll leave you alone.
He go a billionaire. He go tell them up, beat it, get out of here.
And then I know y'all
We here to get your vote. We ain't here to like you people.
do the job.
And here it is. We fall for this crap every year.
$1 million and y'all got a whole more campaign to run. Get her information and hire her, and I'm gonna leave you alone.
Good morning. How are you?
We don't want no handshakes. We want some real results. We not doing the handshake thing no more. Democrats done that already. Can y'all hire these young people right here?
Good morning. How you doing? How you doing? Nice to see you today. Hey, good morning. How are you? I'm JB Pritzker. I'm running for governor.
I want your vote. Vote.
They get a job, JB.
Thank you.
If you hire them, I'm done. I'll leave you alone today.
Keith Spence had today.
Oh, okay, great.
Guess how many jobs he gonna invest in your community? None. Guess how many schools he's gonna invest in? None.
I'm not here because
He's from this area here. Right here. Good.
this man
Awesome. What's your
But I guarantee he invest in prison systems to lock you up.
taxes.
Nice to see
He
you.
doesn't have. He has not. $96 million.
And they come and promise you everything under the sun before they get elected. And when they get elected, up, they go.
He's in class or talking about who he thought was the least offensive. He don't have no youth advisory council, which I asked for.
Good morning, sir. How are you? I'm JB. I'm
I
running
ain't
for
seen no policy
Nice
that's
to see you. Good morning.
violence in my side of town. I asked them to give some resources to hire young black people on the spot to work for their campaign. They ain't done none of it. I can keep
I
going
know.
on all day.
We're blocking the way here. So.
He got, how you gonna be the governor?
Good morning, sir.
He got money offshore, so he don't have to pay taxes on it. Come on, bro. I'm not playing this. I'm not playing this handshake game.
Good morning.
Can they get a job? He don't want to talk to me. So y'all, do me a favor. Ask him if he'll hire y'all to work for his campaign.
Good morning.
We've been asking. 4 black children. Can you hire them?
Thank you. Good morning.
No, you
I'm
can't.
JB Pritzker.
But you want to shake hands. Come on, they want a job.
Good morning.
You can't even say nothing to it. And you wonder why I'm not here, man. I asked y'all to do this just off the strength of you running. They should be working. Can they work for your campaign?
Hey, JB, I thought you said 1 second. We just want to ask you a question.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Can they work for your campaign? They need a job.
As you know, we got a lot of folks working on the campaign, including young black men and women. So, you know that.
So where they at?
How you doing? Good morning. How are you? Nice to see you.
Where they at? And when I ask you about it,
And when he gets hired as governor, oh, that's over.
so I'm asking you now, in front of
Just the ones that you just keep asking about the ones working for you.
Nah. Did I say for me, JB? Nah, come on now. Good morning. You gonna do some online?
And when he gets hired as governor, you think you're going to see this man?
How are you?
Come on, don't try it, brother. We don't work for him. Don't try it.
We need the black vote. Give me the black vote.
Don't do it.
I pretend to like you people for a couple months.
I've been doing.
But we heard the wiretaps. We heard what you really think about us.
He ain't for us. He taking pictures. Hey, taking me on JB. Oh, look at this.
Right here. Atlanta. You come in Atlanta. Come from Atlanta.
What's up?
Come in Atlanta to my city and run this campaign, and you don't even know how to be respectful to the people who live here.
You having fun?
I'm having a lot of fun.
Good. Y'all could have hired some young folks. You voted today already? I did. Who'd you vote for? Tio. It felt good too. I voted for somebody who actually give a damn about me and my neighborhood.
This is the
house Negro and the field Negro. Now the house Negro, he lived in the house next to his master in the big house, either in the basement or up in the attic. He dressed pretty good. He ate pretty good. What the master left him. He loved his master. I say he loved his master better than the master loved himself.
So no, to all these black people in Chicago that's been fighting each other and disconnected, this is the witty invention of this man.
We got a nice house here. He said, yeah, boss, we got a nice house here. Master's house caught on fire. The house Negro would be the one who'd run to put the blaze out. If the master got sick, he said, what's the matter, boss? We sick? We sick. You see, this is the thinking of the house Negro. Now, if another slave came up to him and said, let's run away, let's separate, let's get away from this cruel master, he said, why? What's better than what we got here? Run away. I'm not going anywhere. This is the house Negro. In those days, we called him the house nigger. And that's what we call him today, because we still got a lot of house niggers running around.
And that's what we look like. Vote for JB. What's the matter, boss? We sick? We sick. See, this is the thinking of the house Negro. What's the matter, boss?
Power to give us jobs. If you look at have you seen any of our plans? Like one of them is for
Loved his master better than the master loved himself.
State works. The governor is responsible for making sure that we put a budget in place. And then we actually look at all the state departments and agencies and then make sure that we hire people to make sure that we put plans in place. And one of our plans is youth employment. So if you look at jdpritzker.com, you see that.
That's one of your plans, but can they get a job now? Y'all got $96 million in your fund. Can they get a job to run the campaign?
Right now, I would answer their question.
So no.
That's what I wanted to do.
Okay.
So,
Right now, no, we got $96 million, but no, and he's just using her to get the black vote. See, look who I got. I got a black person on my campaign.
No,
like I said,
ain't nobody got time for that.
But the day you get elected,
Playing these games with these politicians. If they won't do it on the spot when they can, they ain't gonna do it when they get in office. They've been shucking and jiving. I've been calling this man, and I've been trying to get them to do a whole lot of stuff that's just right for us across the board. They ain't trying, they ain't interested. But y'all see it right now. 4 black kids right here on this election day. Share, go vote, and vote your interests. 50 years, no black people have not advanced in housing, incarceration, or employment. In Illinois, over 90% of young African-American men ain't got no jobs. I see 2 right now. And y'all can't get them no job? Is them the right numbers?
I got a question. How's JB gonna give him a job if he vote for T.O.? T.O. wins, JB can't hire nobody.
I just asked you right now.
here's a man just asked.
Give him a job on the spot, because you can do it.
Give him a job to do it.
I want to, because guess what?
You have to understand this type of thinking. And to understand this type of man, you must understand that historically, there were 2 types of slaves. The house Negro and the field Negro. Now, the house Negro, he lived in the house, next to his master, in the big house.
Stand down, and I asked y'all to do a whole lot of stuff for the people. And how come I ain't talk to you no more? Where is it at? No, y'all thought I was gonna stay quiet all the way till it was over, and y'all was gonna win off just GQ. But this is what I'm letting you know. I do this, and this is my city, and this is my state, and these are the young people that I'm fighting for. So if you want me and the people that's watching, because somebody on here ain't voted yet, to know that y'all ain't bullshitting this whole thing, hire them now, on the spot. It's simple.
Won't do that.
You don't want to do.
Take a knee.
They still ain't done it. That's crazy. It's crazy. It's a billionaire. He can hire your children right now. No question. He ain't trying to.
Man, how you feel standing here with him knowing that they ain't hiring these young black people? Wait, let me ask you this. How much y'all spend with the Crusader? Or the Defender?
Good morning, everybody.
Or Indigo?
Have a great day.
Black news outlets, nothing.
Spend with them. Why is that important? Because if they got money, they can hire people. Even the dog agrees. It's bullshit. You support him? Now look.
He ain't gonna answer. But I'm gonna do this. This is what I'm gonna do. Because I'm not gonna do something that I wouldn't ask for them to do. Nah, brother, I also got a church that love me. You feel me? JB, this is how simple it is. They want to come and shake hands. How many of y'all is for?
How you doing, sir?
You something else. I can tell looking at you like, what you get? And I'm not stunning. I'm doing this for real, man. They should have hired y'all.
My thing kills me. We could change our situation literally overnight. People talking about we need welfare, we need the government, we don't need nothing. Every other ethnicity, every other foreigner come to this community and thrive because they stick together. We the only people that don't stick together. And everybody jump on Facebook and social media and cry and complain about it and do nothing. Here it is, we got T.O. Hardeman from the community running for governor, and who are we voting for? Look at us right here, shucking and jiving. You're a billionaire that don't come to our community, that wouldn't invest in our community. Sure, I vote for you, then cry and complain and talk about we need a handout. We would rather take a handout than stand up and do something about our own situation.
Good morning.
How y'all buying lunch at Manny's? Because we're going to be doing this all day.
Good morning.
No, they're not going to shop at a black-owned restaurant. Stop it.
Good morning.
They ain't for us, Queen. They ain't for us.
They're going to go to eat at. You think they're going to go eat on the south side? No. West side? Nope. They're going to go back up north to eat. Because that's...
Hey, what you talk about, JB? What you talking about?
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
I'm talking about the fact that they out here, this is what politicians do. Now they out here shaking hands, trying to take care of. That's right. Oh, my man, that's right. He ain't for us. Swerve on him. They're trying to act like they for us, and they not. This man a whole billionaire. Now I went in their meeting, and then when I got in their meeting, I had a conversation with them and I told them, this is what I need y'all to do for our people. Since you say you better than Bruce Ronald, do something for our people. Long story short, they ain't done nothing because they don't want to do nothing. And I didn't ask for Jedidiah, I asked for black people.
I'll take your picture.
How are you doing? Nice to see you. Thank you very much.
And so, like, let me tell you, he's spending $96 million to be the governor, a job that pays less than $200,000.
What do you have to say about people saying you're attention seeker?
Well, I'm glad I do seek attention, so I can bring awareness to the issue. So
Good morning. How are you?
So you can see what's going on. So yeah, I seek the attention so that I can put it on the right issue.
Thank you. Excellent.
And this is one.
Good morning. Good morning.
JB ain't for us, y'all.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How are you?
JB ain't for us.
Here it is. We fall for the Democratic machine over and over again. Let me ask you guys something. What have they done for us? Zip. Look at our communities. They're getting worse. Why? Because we haven't. Let me tell you something. I was watching Dr. Claude Anderson, and one thing he was saying is we need to stop voting Democrat, Republican, and form an alliance, a black alliance, like everyone else does, and vote independently on who's going to do for us. If we constantly just throw away our vote, they don't have to do nothing for us. They'll pretend they like us. When you get in office, guess what he's going to do for you? Absolutely, positively nothing. And here it is, T.O. Hardeman can change our situation. We'd rather cry and complain about our situation instead of get out there and change our situation ourselves. T.O. Hardeman is from the community. It's going to do for the community. Why would we vote for a billionaire that cares less about your community, who invested nothing but billionaires, could care less about the poor, would sell you a dream? He would tell you he'll get on his knees for your vote. But then when he get on his vote, don't call me. Get out of here, people. I don't know you people. Leave me alone, people. Vesting jobs in your community. How dare you? You guys get nothing. You pay triple the taxes everybody else in the country does. But your community, no jobs, no community, nothing. We're not investing zip. You pay triple the taxes everybody else does in the country. Everybody else. Chicago, New York, California pays the highest taxes. When you go to, when you pay your property tax, your income tax, you're paying triple everybody else in the country. Ask these politicians, how much do they invest in your community? Wrigley Field, they spend $1 billion before they spend $500,000 in your community. They just spent like $1 billion. They got big money to spend. Downtown Chicago. Up north. South side. West side. Billionaires. That's what we do. That's how confused our people are. Our people are confused. We don't know no better.
Good morning, everybody. I'm running for governor. Nice to see you.
You ain't for us, bro. You already know it's in spring.
Nice to see you.
And we just go anyway. He got all these commercials, and we just go with what everybody else goes with. Look, let me take a picture. I'm starstruck. I see this guy's videos. He spent all this money. I'm starstruck. Let me vote for him.
He ain't with us, Queen. He ain't for us. You know, good.
And caught on FBI tape saying what he really feel about us. Oh, we need a African American that's less crass, that's not offensive, somebody that's black but white. Get it? Black but white. Maybe Jesse White can go because he thinks our way, but he looks like them. That's JB.
He ain't for us, y'all.
And we still gonna vote for him. That's how confused we are.
Good morning, everybody.
He ain't for us.
How are you?
Look at this camera and say you for black folks. And feel like, see if we don't feel like you mean it. Say it.
Good morning.
Exactly. He ain't. I'm glad that you ain't like
Thank you. Thank you. Nice to see you. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm like, man, appreciate your views as well, bro. No doubt. Y'all might not like it, but love me at the end of it because I'm fighting for us.
Alright, guys. You guys, good morning, man. I'll let you through.
You ain't for out of here.
You gotta find a way.
Hey, black people, we just so confused. A billionaire. How much do you think he go spend in your community? How much do you think he gonna invest in your community? Here it is. We bitch and complain every day about our community. Talking about we need welfare, we need the government when we can do for ourselves. Here it is. We can vote for T.O. Hardeman that's from the community, that invests in the community. And we'd rather vote for the billionaires that ain't even gonna come in your community. Don't even want to hear your phone calls when he get in office. We sick.
This is what I'm gonna go to bed knowing.
Final words, any final words?
You got it right here.
Then we're crying, complaining about our unemployment being 15%, the highest in the nation. Highest in America. African Americans in Chicago have the least jobs.
It's going to be the same machine. It's going to do the same things. And I'm tired. And I'm going to put it out there like this, and I'm going to make it real clear. I'm not interested in Mike Madigan's machine being put back intact. We didn't have 4 years of bad government, but y'all want 4 more decades of bad governance? You got 2 other choices.
Good morning, sir. How are you? I'm JB. I'm running for governor. It's nice.
You ain't for us, bro.
Thank you very much. Have you gone out to vote yet?
No, I'm
You can register.
Have you gone out to vote yet? How many times do you think he'll come to the black community if he get elected? How many times? If you think he's going to come back to the black community, you're a goddamn fool.
Good morning.
If you think this man is ever going to step foot in the black community, you a damn fool. This man is in your community, shaking your hand, trying to get your vote. And when he gets your vote, it's a done deal. You would never see this man again.
I had my conversation.
Don't even ask about investing in the community. Don't even ask about hiring in the community.
You ain't for us.
Ask him about investing up north and he'll tell you absolutely. Only people he's going to talk to is billionaires. That is it. That's all. You vote from the community. We cry, bitch, and complain. We the most complainingest people on this planet. But we don't have no self-discipline to do anything about it. That's us. We can change our situation literally overnight. Today, March 20th, Tuesday, election day. We could get somebody that look like us from our community in office, but we won't do it.
T.O. or Kennedy. Only 2 people I like.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
How y'all doing? How you doing?
I'm a campaign. Alright, so I'm finna campaign too. I'm gonna ask them, are they gonna pick the machine or the people?
You have a great day. Make sure you get out to vote today.
Machine or
Nice to see you. JB, I'm running for governor. Nice to see you. Thank you. People are coming this way too. Good morning. How are you?
Go for the people. Go for the people.
See, we've been taught so long, just vote Democrat, vote Democratic, vote. Vote whoever got the most, who got the most money. Vote for whoever is putting the most.
Nice to see you.
People, all right, brother. Go in out, good damn work.
Good morning, everybody.
All right, the people. Keep them moving.
See, we'll cry. It's easier to cry. It's easier to beg than to be self-disciplined. We don't want the discipline behind changing our situation. We just want to cry and complain and hope somebody changes it for us. We haven't realized that we got to get up off our ass and change it ourselves. We haven't figured that out. We don't want to do that. That's too hard. We got to actually get up and do it ourselves by shopping in the businesses in our community, by shopping at the black-owned businesses that live in the community, that invest in the community. I'm going to go ahead and end that video. Now, that was Jedidiah Brown approaching J.B. Pritzker. Now, J.B. Pritzker, he's going to come to your community today, beg for your vote, but you'll never see this man again. You'll never see that man again. You're going to beg him. Now, everybody's going to go out there after he's elected. They're going to grab their protest signs, go downtown, go to the governor's mansion. Please give us jobs. Please invest in our community. And he's not going to answer your phone call. We will fall for that constantly over and over and over again. But we don't know no better. That's us. We confused people. Get out there and vote T.O. Hardeman. And that's us. It's easier to complain. It's easier to cry. And we think if we cry long enough and cry loud enough that other people would have sympathy for us and do for us instead of us getting off our asses and do it ourselves. We could easily invest in businesses in our community. You notice the Chinese don't vote. No, they don't vote. For what? Vote for what? You think if they don't get up off their ass and do it themselves, ain't nobody going to do it for them. So they invest every dime they have into their community. Voting does them no good. For what? Voting does us no good. For what? We need to change the situation in our own community. Change the situation by shopping in the businesses in our communication. Then people want to tell me, oh, we only have 3 businesses. Okay, well, even if 50% of the community supported those 3 businesses literally in a week, we could change our situation. We gave Black Panther $1 billion in 3 weeks. $1 billion in 3 weeks, we could change our situation. That's enough for a small country. We don't even have enough to feed ourselves. We begging the government for a government handout, talking about we need welfare. What? We spend 98% of our dollar outside of our community. We let everybody come in our community, get rich, and go back to their community. Tax-free, without hiring us, without putting a dime back in the community. That's us. That's how backwards. Even drug dealers won't let somebody else come on their block, get rich, and go back to their hood. I got more respect for drug dealers than some of us. Some of us won't even go to our community and spend money. We so busy begging, we ain't figured out we could do it for our own. We too busy begging. We sick. We sick. We would rather beg our way out of a situation. And how does that get us? Where is that getting us? Absolutely nowhere. We are actually moving backwards. What you guys need to do, go out, vote T.O. Hardeman. Vote for the people in your community. Don't vote for somebody outside your community. What type of sense do that make? Somebody jumped on my damn thing the other day talking about, why are you voting for T.O.? Are you fucking kidding me? You can't be black and serious talking about why you gonna vote for T.O. Why would I vote for somebody outside my community that's gonna invest outside my community, then beg, talking about 15% of us don't have jobs? What sense do that make, people? Somebody explain to me what sense do that make? Explain to me how voting for somebody outside the community is gonna help us inside our community. Somebody explain that to me. Don't make no sense. We don't make no sense. That's why everybody laughs at us, because we have no power. We don't even have enough sense to vote our way, let alone spend the money in our community and start our own businesses. The only way we can get out this situation is financially. If there's a business that lives in the community from your community, you go invest in that business that lives in the community, that hires from the community, that shops in the community, that puts the money back into the community. Don't invest in something that's going to take your money out the community. Our dollar lasts 7 hours in our community. For everyone else, it's 17 days, 23 days. Why? They figured out group economics. That's something we are lost on. We can't even figure out group voting. So we lost. We lost. And I see your Jay Doherty. I see your comments, brother. You say he should have ran for mayor. Yeah, he is shooting for the stars, man, because he's going against a billionaire and they don't have the money to put up. However, if we woke up, if we could wake up 98% of our people, if we could wake up 98% of the T.O. will win by a landslide. That's why JB is in our communities, shaking hands, pretending to be for us, because he knows without the black vote, he's finished. Can't win. Our vote in Illinois is just that important. But we ain't figured that out yet. JB has. He has his people on the ground doing the research that they need the black vote. And he's going to get it, because we too stupid to figure it out. He's going to get it. And he's probably going to win. And I want you everybody watching this feed, if JB wins, I want you to call the governor's office and see if he picks up. I want you to watch the news and see if he comes back to your community. Good luck, because you're going to need it. Anyway, I want you guys to like, comment, let me know what you think about this video. Share this video. Man, and I'm open for a debate. If any of you guys want to come on, especially you, Jay. Jay, I don't know if you're still there, but if you want to come on to the show, you can, and we could talk about this on a bigger level, maybe on the weekend when I got time. This is educational fault. The education does not teach our kids how to survive as an adult, exactly because we're sending our kids everywhere else to get taught. We are. Anyway, y'all make sure y'all go out, y'all vote T.O. Hardeman for governor. What's going on, Donna? Good to see you, sister. Second, tell them it could be however. We teach them how we do it. Yes, sister. Thank you, Donna. Red wine, black people want to put in the work to be better in our communities. Right. We don't want to put in the work. We don't want to put in the work. We want it to fall out the sky and be there. We want it to fall out the sky and be there. We want somebody to get in office and just give it to us. We want somebody, we just hoping somebody just take all their money and invest it, and we just, all of a sudden, boom, we got it. That's what we want. That's what we're looking for. We honestly are thinking that way. We haven't even thought that for a second we could get up off our asses and do it ourselves and change our situation. Literally. Again, we spent $1 billion on Black Panther in 3 weeks. And then we a bitch complain talking about we need welfare. We sick. Anyway, yeah, we don't think collectively. No restaurants, steel, car industries, or clothing stores, nevertheless, trading, stocks, minerals, yeah, or banks. None of that. If they not talking business, don't vote. Yes, black youth need to be taught economics. Exactly. Let me tell you something. Oh, speaking of that, man, let me tell y'all something. There was a lady that I seen. I'm not going to tell y'all where I seen her. But I noticed everything, Chinese lady. I noticed soy sauce and sweet and sour sauce where her office is. And I asked her, said, where do you eat at? She wouldn't answer me. I already know where she eats at. I can see it. She only eats Chinese food. She understands group economics. Everybody else will come in your community and work. They won't spend a dime in your community. They figured it out. They do for self. They understand group economics. They understand group economics. Instead, our kids find out the hard way, right? They feel, oh, well, I guess welfare is that all I can do. Yeah. Once you feed them crumbs and just let them be comfortable in their situation, they won't start a business. Every business, every billionaire, guess where they came from? The Great Depression. With struggle, there's opportunity. That's why every single foreigner that comes from the struggle thrive in America. The average Nigerian makes $85,000 a year. The average Nigerian. And they come from poverty. But when they get here, they know how to struggle and sacrifice and get what they want. Every foreigner has. Once you get welfare, they know that they can just keep us on a leash. They make fun of our peanut butter, but look at Nutella, it's best wine on. Yeah, hey, so we understand. We have to do it ourselves. We have to do it ourselves. Anyway, y'all, let me get out of here. I got a lot of shows coming up this week. I wanted to get this out the way, man, because I'm finna go vote T.O. Hardeman. And I see people out here, our people, man. This is us right here.
Up in the attic. He dressed pretty good. He ate pretty good. What the master left him. He loved his master. I say he loved his master better than the master loved himself. If the master said, we got a nice house here, he said, yeah, boss, we got a nice house here. Master's house caught on fire, the house Negro would be the one who'd run to put the blaze out. If the master got sick, he said, what's the matter, boss? We sick? We sick. You see, this is the thinking of the house Negro.
That's what we're looking for. Vote for JB Pritzker. What's the matter, boss? We sick? We won the campaign, boss. We got elected. We. All right, so Donna, you say we need programs in low-income areas for kids to keep them off the streets. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Spend money in your community so we can give them jobs in the community. Teach them cooking, dangers of drugs, sex, how to make money. Yes. Yes, Donna, preach. Yes, that's why when you spend your money in your community with people that hire from the community, that's from the community, that shop in the community, we can say, hey, young brother, get up off this corner. Get up off this corner. Go get a job from the corner store that Mr. Johnson, Mr. Williams own. Go get yourself a job down there. As long as we support the businesses in our community, we can send our young gangbangers, thugs, and youth, the people in our community, go get you a job. Get up off this street, and they will go get it. They want to work. But if you're forced to sell drugs, then that's what you're going to do. That's what you're going to do if you have no other choice. If you're back against the wall, that's the only thing that you're subjected to. Anywhere where there's poverty, there's violence. Believe it. If we fix our economic situation, we'll fix the violence issue. And then nobody's coming to save us. Stop thinking somebody else is going to save us. Stop shopping in Orland Park thinking it's going to change something in your community. And then complain about it. Bitch and cry about it. And then protest downtown talking about the governor needs to give us jobs. He's not putting a job in your community. You think JP Pritzker's going to put a job in your community? Let me take you back to Malcolm X. Here's what Malcolm X would say to all the people that think JB Pritzker is going to give a job and do something for you. Malcolm X got something to say to you.
Dave came up to him and said, let's run away. Let's separate. Let's get away from this cruel master. He said, why? What's better than what we got here? Run away. I'm not going anywhere. This is the house Negro. In those days, we called him the house nigger. And that's what we call him today because we still got a lot of house niggers running around.
Yes, everybody vote for JB Pritzker. Malcolm X got a message for you. What's the matter, boss? We sick? We won. We won the election, boss. House cut your fire. House Negro be the one to go put the blaze out. That's us. Just everybody vote for JB Pritzker. What's the matter, boss? We gonna make a change here. We won, boss. Yeah, but Donna. So let me tell you that anytime they need more positive speakers to come, yes, to our school once a month. I used to do motivational speaking as well. I did a few motivational speaking a lot. I like to talk. And I talk to a lot of people, and everybody is saying they need to. There's no more they. Nobody's coming for us. Nobody's going to reach for us. Nobody's going to help us. The only people that's going to do it is us. We need to. Anytime I never say they need to put a recreation center. They need to do for us. I say we need to do it. Yes. Thank you, sister. Thank you, Donna. Yeah. So we need to, and we can do it. We can do it by shopping. That's where we start. We need to start by shopping in the businesses in our community. Start there. Therefore, they can create jobs, hire the young brothers and sisters coming up in the community. Yeah, but we need to do it ourselves. We need to do it ourselves. It's us that need to do it. Anyway, y'all, let me get out of here. Make sure y'all get out there and vote. T.O. Hardeman for governor. Stop watching new commercials, believing that we can only vote for billionaires. Honestly, J.B. Pritzker and Bruce Rauner, what's the difference? Neither one of them gonna vote for invest in your community. Neither one of them. You vote for J.B., you vote for Bruce Rauner. Two billionaires that could care less about your community. What's the difference? Somebody explain to me what's the difference. Billionaire, outside the community, don't look like you, never gonna invest in your community. For those of you who want to vote for Bruce Rauner and JB, another man.
You have to understand this type of thinking. And to understand this type of...
All right, y'all. Let me get out of here, man. Peace. Thank y'all for coming on, watching. I'll catch up. I got a lot of shows coming up this week, especially the weekend. I got a lot of people that want to be guests. Anybody want to be a guest, definitely. Just leave it in the messages or just hit my Life in the Shot. Social media, I'm everywhere. Y'all can always find me. Peace, peace.
In Illinois. She's one of 5 children.
And you know, I'm a parent of a young woman, of a daughter who I really tried my hardest to raise to believe that there's nothing that she can't do. And there's no challenge, there's no job that she can't do just as well as anybody else. So I'm very lucky that I'm married to a very strong woman who is a lot smarter than I am and who teaches me every day that we all have a lot to offer. So I do plan, I'm looking forward to marching tomorrow morning.
Awesome.
In the Women's March, because I think that although it is a women's march, I think it's important that feminism and equality is not just a woman's issue, it's also a man's issue too, because we all benefit when people are treated equally in our society.
Right. So also, speaking of Chris, as I'm sure you know, he and his wife Sheila run Top Box Foods, which is a nonprofit organization that helps areas that are in the poor areas of Chicago and a little bit outside of that have access to
Oh shit, wait, I did jump off the damn line. Oh fuck.